Right, okay, so the journey continues, all right? Now she knows the game of trying to find something, which I've shown her. Now she knows the idea of that game is to find it, pick it up and bring it back to me. Then we can start making tracks, okay? Now, what I don't want to happen is for me to overhandle her so she has no confidence, okay? So what I don't want to happen is for her to be anywhere and constantly looking at me for direction, or constantly looking at me for a hand, or looking for me to then throw something, all right? We had to do that to show her and teach her the benefit of the game that we wanted to play for the rest of her life, because she didn't know it. She didn't have a clue. She didn't know what a rabbit ball was. She didn't know what a rabbit, she didn't know what they were, let alone what they smelt like and how to find them on the floor, let alone once she did find them or stumble across them, to pick them up and bring them back to me, because she was at the stage where she would stand over a rabbit dummy and not have the first clue what to do with it, not have the first clue what it actually was, all right? So we had to work through those steps to show her and teach her the game of find something because it's out there, pick it up and bring it back to me, all right? Now, again, I know that sometimes she's got a bad habit of creeping behind us, okay? This is not what this is all about. And I know that a dog that is actually working behind us is completely pointless, because we've been there and what we want is an interest as we move forward, okay? So yes, she has a lot of habits that we need to work on. Yes, she has zero knowledge or zero experience on a number of different other elements that we need to work on, okay? But this is the journey, all right? And yes, I reckon she's around 2. She's been with us for a couple of weeks, as I said, all right? She has the ability and the experience of a dog that is theoretically, 2 or 3 months old, all right? She has zero knowledge. And again, as I mentioned previously, that can be a good thing, because we don't have to undo particularly bad detrimental habits before we can move on. But the other thing to that is we're working with a blank canvas where we have to strip it right back and start from the complete beginning. So now she knows what a rabbit ball is, or she knows what a dummy is and what a dummy smells like. And now she understands that if she finds it, I want her to pick it up and bring it back to me, okay? We can then move on, all right? So previously, I was showing her the dummy. Here it is. This is the toy. I want you to find it valuable. There it is. Go and fetch it. Bring it back to me. Okay. I had to do that to show her what the game actually was, because she just stood there and didn't have a clue. Literally just stood there and looked at me. All right. But also what we were doing is we were promoting engagement and focus and the eye contact and all of that kind of stuff, that fun and enjoyment and that new game that she is now learning is around me and coming from me, okay? Now what I don't want her to do is move forward and have zero confidence and having to rely on me by stopping and turning around going, well, where is it, help me out, all right? What I want her to do is have the confidence and now a little bit of knowledge that she has, knowing what the game is, to work for herself, work on her own, okay? And that's what this is all about, all right? We're not even looking at quartering at the minute. We're not even looking at where she is. We're not even looking at a tight, nice, methodical pattern. We're not even looking at which way the wind is going and working with the wind and against the wind and using the wind to our advantage, or being aware that the wind can be we're not even there yet. That is just way down the line. With this little dog at the moment, this is all about her knowing that there is something on the floor that I want her to find, and I want her to pick it up and bring it back to me. That is it. We're not even looking at anything else at the moment, because she's not ready. She's not nowhere near ready, all right? No, come on in, good girl. Good girl, there you go, good. We're still hand feeding, all right? So we're still building that eye contact, building that bond and building that engagement, all right? Less than 2 weeks ago, she had a different name. She didn't even know her name. You would say her name, which was Cassie, and she wouldn't even acknowledge you. She didn't even know that you were in the same field. So we took the opportunity to change her name. So now we're still building that name, or to her it's a sound, is valuable. And when she hears it, to look at me. And now she's looking at me, this is good. So we are literally starting off right from day one, week one, right from the beginning of what you would do if she wasn't 2, if she was, I don't know, about less than 3 months old, all right? So what have we done? Now she's not going to see the item that I want her to play with, because 9 times out of 10, she's got it now, all right? And likewise, I'm no longer going to overly help and overly point. I want her to learn. I want her to get the confidence, all right? And I want her to get the trust in me. So what we've done is, in a very, very small area, okay, I've just put some blind bits and bobs out there. Come on in. Just some blind bits and bobs out there, all right? I'm not even thinking about the wind. We're not there yet, all right? I'm not even thinking about laying them out left or right down a kind of subconscious channel so that we're getting it to go left and right across. We're not there yet, all right? All there is that I think there's a couple of rabbits, a couple of small snipe dummies, and a couple of rabbit balls. I just want her to find them. That's all I want her to do at the minute, okay? Ellie, sit. Right, let's see how we go. Good, stay there. I'm going to have to cut your ears off, mate, because there you go. So, in we come. Ellie, good girl. And that's the first one. Good girl, come on in. Good girl. In he goes. Sit there, good. That goes away. Hylos. Good. And away she goes again. Hylos. 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 Good girl. Come on in then. Hey. Good girl. In you come. Good girl. Dead. That's the second one. Good girl. Hylos. Hylos. Good girl. Hylos. Good. Hylos. Hylos. Good girl. So I'm giving a vocal encouragement. Hylos. Hylos. Hylos, good girl. Hylos, good girl. Good girl. Hylos. Hylos, good girl. Good girl. And you can see now the hunting penny is just starting to drop. She's starting to get what I want her to do. There it is. Good girl. Come on in, sweetheart. In you come. No. Let's not show off. Good girl. And dead. Stay there. Good girl. Hylos. Good. Hylos then, mate. Hylos. 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 Good girl. Hylos. Good girl. There's another one. Is there one there? Good girl. Hylos. Haha, there it is. Good girl. Good girl. Dead. Sit. Good girl. Hylos. Good girl. So here, I'm connecting my command, as in Hylos, with every time Dad has said that word Hylos, there has always been something there. I've never failed. I've just got to get my nose down and try and find it, which is what she's just starting to do now. She's starting to see the benefit. Good girl, Hylos. Good girl. But if you notice, she's now doing quite well in actually working by herself. She's now got the confidence. I don't want to go too far. Ellie, come on in here. Good girl. She's now got the confidence in what I'm telling her. That's it, mate, and what I'm telling her to do. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Good. Sit. Sit, mate. Good. Hylos. Hylos. Good girl. Good girl. I know. She's gone behind me. I don't care at the minute. Good girl. Hylos. 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 Good girl. Hylos. Hylos. Good. Hylos. Good girl. Hylos. Good girl. Come on in. Good girl. There it is. Good girl. Well done, mate. Come on in. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good girl. So, Little Berry's journey continues. And it is just that, okay? This is a little bit of a journey that people have asked for. That have working Cocker Spaniels as pets, that are struggling to handle them. They're struggling to stimulate them effectively. They're struggling to train them in the right way so that they're not biting people in the homes. They're not resource guarding. They're not running up the sofa to chew the light bulb, all right? However, this is her little journey, okay? So she may not be trained like other people would train. However, she's going to be used in our life and in our situation in a picking up team and all that kind of stuff. So she will have a different path because I want her for a specific job. She will be sat next to however many dogs within a picking up team. So all of the journeys are going to be completely different. And the key thing is this is a journey that we are starting off right from the beginning, all right? Because she knows nothing. Now she knows very, very little. But a week ago, she knew absolutely nothing.